hopefully a young rider that is confident. Let us put the American flag in their back behind their life jacket and ride around a bit while we play the national anthem. Cash, you want to do it, buddy? Okay. Give it to Cash. Everybody, if you would please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats. And remember why we are here today for our national anthem. Moto 1, Moto 1 on the line. And race fans, pit members, officials, judges, critics, and haters. That's right. We are back again for Sunday's rendition of Nautiwater X Racing Lone Star Series. Last day in Paris. Make it count. Thank you, City of Paris officials. We had a great time last night upon the town. A night in Paris. Getting charged. And we're live streaming this morning or this afternoon?
Right now.
Whoa, we're live streaming now. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to do it in the morning. So know a lot of family at home's probably at church. It's okay. The preacher will understand you're watching your loved ones race jet skis. Thank you, Father Kevin. Deacon Kevin, for the service this morning. Always love praising Jesus. And ready for the water action today. Our officials are in place. Course marshals are done with the timing. And we got some orientation for our new rider today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And without further ado, we can get the action started so we can get you out of here, awarded, home on the range. No antelope in Texas. Plenty of deer, though. We're kind of close to Oklahoma, so watch it. They're sneaky in Oklahoma. Craig Ingram, the king of sneaky, yesterday, stealing a Moto 1 win. Last lap pass. It was the race of the day. If anyone has a picture or video that we can do a steal of Craig Ingram in front of Joey Malden holding his hand in the air, come see me. That one will go in the garage on the wall. Good picture. What's up, Joey? Hey, you're in the picture. That's why I want it. Because you're in the picture. 69 greener grass. When I get done cutting my grass, I'm going to look and say, you know what? Joey is number one. And Craig reminded him. Hey, you heard the intro. I said haters, right? Haters was in there, right? Yeah. We need one holder. One holder. Two holders. What is he holding up the Longhorn sign for? One holder. Two holders. Cash needs a holder, or Bentley needs a holder, and Christian needs a holder. It helps when you say your names, because then they're like, oh, I'm Cash's holder. I think one of the Katera boys is going to come help. Yep. He looks like a superhero. All right, we got one holder, so we need one more. We got one, so we're good? Mama Watson says we good, so we can go. Mama Watson, did you go to Pat Green last night? No, you rested? Catfish King? Was it King of Catfish? It was? Okay. Attention tower. Please change the race card to 1. Please change the race card from 14 to 1. Race card is at 14. Remove the 4. No, that's 4. I said remove the 1. There, hey. Now we cook. Oh, a radio. He says, Joey, you need a radio. See, I can read sign language. .106 Javier Falcone out of Quinlan, Texas. Travers Construction Group, Illumination Technologies, Lawn Me, 106 Racing, Rhino Candy. On the 160, that's the Bright Orange Jet Tribe Wetsuit, Sulphur Springs, Andrew Vo. 238, that's the two-stroke SXR out of Princeton, Texas, is Nate Brazel. On the 33 out of Saudi Daisy, Tennessee, he was our flag carrier this morning, riding for Chase Plumbing, TC Free Ride, McClure Racing, 60 helmets, ODI, Action Sports canopies, Cardio Systems, and GoPro. It's Cash Money McClure. On the 319, he rode my HX yesterday, Plattsmouth, Nebraska's own Dean's Team All Seasons Motorsports, Bentley Cox. And on the 405, is he out there? He sure is. Out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Thunder fan today. 405 Motorsports, Hamilton Customs, Thrust Innovations, VP Fuels, and Smith Racing. It's Christian Bain, but we're going to call him the Thunder fan. So Tristan Hebert now with the whole shot, but here comes Cash McClure, Andrew Vo, Bentley Cox. It's Knox Ritchie on that 99 out of Hickson, Tennessee, riding for Hickson Learning Center, Pro Watercraft, Papa Rick's Garage, Killer Frog Racing. Trent Cornett out of Wichita, Kansas, with his brother Tristan Hebert out of Wichita, Big Fish Bail Bonds, Nautiwater Racing. Dad and Smith Racing, all out there together doing it to it. And I believe that 722, that is Miss McKenna. First race today, ever. She's on a 2-stroke Super Jet. Is she 9 or 10? We'll say 9. There's Javier. He just got done towing that boat over to the line with his other Super Jet. Going through the horseshoe. Mornings here in Paris seem to be light overcast, not really much wind or kind of a gust. So a little bit rougher conditions in the morning. In the afternoon, the sun hits and glazes over the water, puts a big glare. Looks like stars on the water out there, popping and dopping. Race two. Good battle now up front. Knox Ritchie on that 99 with his Tennessee neighbor, Cash McClure. Cash Money out front right now. Great mix-up now. We got Christian Bain going into horseshoe, followed by Trent Cornett. Then Nate Brazel with a handful of the Hebert house there in 27. Trent Cornett, followed by Tristan Hebert. Looks like he's going to give Tristan a pretty good amount of room there to get through. No, he doesn't. He slams the door on him, and Tristan falls. We got a rider down on... We got two... Tristan and Trent fall. Synchronized falling. So Nate Brazel just rides around him. Tristan back up. Trent taking advantage of that yellow flag. Both boys got to be tired. They rode as much as Lucas Cervera and Britton Reinhardt yesterday. They were the Iron Folk, if you will, riding the most laps yesterday. Going to try and do it all again today. Great battle still up front. I hope Charles is getting this one. You got Bentley Cox there who takes a stumble in the horseshoe. You got Knox Ritchie that repeats his action, does the same exact thing. Cash there getting really, really low in the tray. Cash coming to me with a block of foam right before the race saying that his hood pad came loose. He was able to save it, and they tried to get it glued back on real quick, and bought him a little bit of time with the flag ceremony there for that glue to set cure. So thank you, McClure family. So you got Andrew Vo there coming out of the horseshoe. Andrew fresh off a plane from Japan. Andrew flew in from Japan, took his finals at high school this week, finished out his freshman year of high school, cleaned out his locker, and washed all of his Jet Tribe gear and repacked a bag and drove on over with his mom to race this weekend with his friends. There's Nate Brazel now having a great battle with Tristan Hebert. Tristan Hebert making the pass on the outside, so mark up a spot there for Tristan Hebert. Looks like Javier got past Trent on that spill, so Javier moves up a level. Can't say enough. As we were closing out yesterday, signing off, all the people that stopped from the beach up to their trucks to say thank you for the announcing. Guys, this is how I would talk if I was here anyway. They just put a microphone in front of me. I wear my wife and kids out talking all the time at the races. Quiet at home, but I'd be, oh, look. And they're like, you should announce for a living. So that's why I'm here. Looking for my buddy Cash. I don't see him. I see McKenna out there. Uh-oh. So Knox Ritchie there raising his hand pole up. Oh, there's Cash. He's on the back stretch. He's way out front now. I don't know what happened to Knox, but at least a quarter track lead now for Cash. Knox at least 8 buoys behind, and Bentley Cox sees this, so he's charging forward trying to race up to Knox. Bentley cutting his hair at the end of the school year from seeing him at even Morgan City, so at least half a pound lighter with all the haircut there. Bentley rode the JD 232 Racing 502 HX yesterday after the races, and we were able to watch from the beach and see how the HX handles and enters a corner with a lighter rider on it. And I'm not going to say Bentley's not much weight. That's not true. But obviously that's the nominal weight for one of these sport boats, and he was able to help us out watching the handling and the speed going into the corner and out. So thank you, Cox family, for helping us take some notes. There's Javier, Hall-in Javier. Also going with the short hair during the summer, and still got his school hair right now. Good head of hair on Javier. Ginchard, good head of hair on him. There's Cash, your unofficial winner. And his hood pad's still on, so that's a good thing. Get some glue on the hood pad. This is Knox. Love that name, Knox. It's my little boy's middle name. There's Andrew. There's Bentley coming across. I believe he's third. I've got him third, and I've got Andrew fourth. Race 2, we only have 2 on the line. That's no bueno, guys. Race number 2. Oh, it's only supposed to be 2. The guys from yesterday didn't come back today? Oh, you split them. I got it. All right. Horsepower reasons. That's all right. We're about to see the Best jet ski Sea-Doos ever made. Right there, that RXPX 260. Column black and yellow, black and yellow. I had one. It sank and blew up in the same episode, so that means it's not meant to be. When they blows up, you can rebuild. If it sinks, you can drain everything and hope for the best. But if it blows up and sinks, just move on. Moto 3 to the ready. Here's a drag race between Christian Bain and Javier. I know Rob Crow doing a lot of work to the Super Jets in between Morgan City and today. Get Christian ready for his season. What? It should be like right there. Rob, Christian Super Jet looked very good in that last drag race. All right, what are we doing? 2 riders, Moto 2, about the same horsepower. You got 260 on that Sea-Doo. I believe it's all sock by the sound. It maybe has a fizzle. And Barron over there. Talk about Barron and John Caldwell Racing. That is the GPR 1900 high output by Yamaha. It's their new addition to their fleet. It is the proven GPR hull, but they took out the 1.8 liter supercharged engine and all the internal work from Racing Research. They upped the CCs to 1900, so you're looking at 300 horsepower with no add-on turbo or supercharger, so you got 300 horsepower stock. And versus the 260, they're actually very even. The 260 there can handle very well, can handle the corners. The supercharger spool on it won't see it so much on the start, but as he gets going, you'll see the ski take hold. Barron there on the 1900, he's got all the power right at his fingertips. He doesn't need that supercharger to spool or turbo to spool up. It's all right there ready to go. So if you listen to drag racing or different motorsports and they say all motor, that GP 1900 HO is all motor. So there's Elijah there. Moto 3, Race 3, Moto 1, sorry about that. Race 3, Moto 1. Ski Expert Lights, women's ski lights. Starting line is yours. Bruiser the Cruiser. So Baron Murnick there, Jay Caldwell Custom Pools, Dean's team, Monster Energy on the backstretch. All Motor is actually a good nickname for Baron there because the jet skis he rides are not supercharged or turbocharged. It's all motor. And good description of how Baron rides. So even for being naturally aspirated, it's wound up tight. Here comes Elijah around the outside split. He's choosing to run the longer split or the outside split to keep his momentum up. That's smart on that boat. Keep it wound up tight. And when you have a supercharged boat, you say in the wheel. That means where you used to say on a two-stroke boat, I'm in the pipe or on the pipe as far as top end. Whenever you're riding a supercharged boat wide open, you say I'm on the wheel. Yes, sir. Maybe Adrian. Okay. Thank you, Cooper. I have in my possession an Alpine Star back protector. No name written on the straps. That's not smart, but that's okay. It's yours, so you know whose it is. And if you don't have your Alpine back protector, then it is yours, and I have it. It was on the ground, so it probably fell off your four-wheeler or your jet ski. It's tiny, so I'd guess it's Cash or... This one's too little for him. Yeah, he could use this as a purse. Yeah. Uh-huh. So once you realize you don't have your back protector, I've got it. Come see me. Bring water and snacks. Do not come collect your back protector without water or snacks. There's Elijah again there. You again, with being me be quiet, you can hear it on the wheel there, supercharged, wound up. When I had my RXP 260, we cut the water box down so it sounded loud. You could hear it out there, and put a good fizzle intercooler on it, and aftermarket intake. Did have a Dean's Team flash on it. Helped it tremendously. I think it was Works Racing sponsons and very, very rare Scat Track R prop when they were still making props for the Sea-Doo. And took our 65 mile an hour stock boat and tuned it up to run 74. A lot of fun. Made the dire mistake of letting someone borrow it for a holiday weekend, and they brought it back to me sunk and blown up. Barron out there looking really, really strong on that ski. John, it's going to be a treat to watch him in New Orleans. Charles, how far is New Orleans from you, buddy?
30 minutes.
Okay. That's actually closer than Houston is to me.
Edgar, what are you doing?
How far is it by airboat?
It's all water.
Yeah, I know. Morgan City, the spot of our first race, and I know we're going back. That's a match made in heaven, jet ski racing in Morgan City. If you've ever seen movies filmed in southern Louisiana in the Bayou country, it's exactly what you would think it is. Beautiful cypress trees with plenty of Spanish moss hanging from them, and green grass and crawfish in the water. Fish jumping, raccoons dancing in the trees. Baron Murdoch with the Moto 1 win. He's going to wait on Elijah to come around so he can scoot across to the boat ramp. Moto 4, we are ready for you. Moto 5, start getting ready for us. I see you coming. Oh. It is a good morning. I am better rested today than I was yesterday. I got 7 hours of CPAP air in my lungs, and my throat feels fine. But I do kind of like when my voice is this raspy. Not much usually, so I'm fairly, yeah, she does. Yeah, you're right. Let's leave it there. Coworkers love it. Coworkers love it. Something doesn't like that car. Paul, did Pat Green mention Paris other than thanking? Did he put Paris in one of his songs last night? Usually he does. Good deal. Good deal. I did not have the fuel in me. One thing that has transitioned probably in the last 10 years from concerts in Texas is instead of them just going up and doing the cookie cutter George Strait type concert, song after song, with a little bit of audience interaction, now you have what's known as a songwriter show, where they'll give you a backstory of how the song came to be, and then they'll play it for you, and they may pause in the middle and explain a little bit more. I did that some yesterday, and it's a 2-day-old burrito on a lukewarm beer to go on the backside of a road trip weekend when, Lordy, I was feeling so low, but I reached on down into the cooler and found old friend and left me enough to go all night, stay a little longer so we can have us another day. Then, of course, he says, I like Texas. Ain't it fine here? And he'll change it to, I like Paris, or something along those lines. Beaumont, different things. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it, too. But you know what? He has it. He doesn't have to. Is that what they're doing? So Britton's going to give us, thank you. Is it yours? Thank you, Miss McKenna. Oh, it's a full Le Mans start. And Cervera's wearing pink today. So Britton Reinhold, Lucas Cervera, and Ryan Poper doing Le Mans start. I don't know how Jeremy Poper got such a quick start on Le Mans unless they gave him a 2-step handicap. But it looks to me like Jeremy is going to get the jump on the kids.
Jeremy started tradition.
Oh, Jeremy did the regular. Jeremy was the handicap then. He had a good start. So now it's going to be really hard to tell Cervera and Reinhardt apart because they're wearing the same color. They look like the Kennedy twins out there. All right. So coming around for the whole shot, looks like 10W. Jeremy Poper, followed very closely by Lucas Cervera. Then Britton Reinhardt and Ryan Poper. Wow, Ryan Poper back of the pack. Thank you, McKenna. Job well done. Poper actually sporting pink and green on his ski. Cervera now coming on the outside of Poper. Throwing a haymaker didn't quite work. Poper, the crafty veteran. Oh, and Cervera takes a bath. Second to fourth, one corner, Lucas Cervera. Britton Reinhardt says, I'll take that. Man. The veteran Jeremy Poper throwing a jet wash at Lucas Cervera causes the ski to make him fall. And in this Superjet class, they're all right there together. So One little mistake could cost you 2 positions. Let's see. Poper choosing the outside split. It actually looks a lot smoother out there. Reinhardt now on the inside. She's got the advantage, so she'll make a pass for the lead now. So Reinhardt going from third. What is Poper doing? Oh, he didn't like that. Okay, I get it. Jeremy didn't like that. So he's going to get her back in the only way an old man can. Cheat. I think that was the announcement comment of the day. So unofficially, I know that's what they want to hear, Jeremy Poper retains the lead. Britton Reinhardt in first, but not really, I guess. And Jeremy's going to say, okay, you think you're that good, do it again. Now, what he's going to do is he's going to take the inside split this time, and I hope she takes the outside and does do it again. Let's watch. Poper, yep, he's going to take the inside. She's going to take the outside, so watch. Is she good enough to do it again? I think the quote from the movie is, the boy don't have the balls to pass me on the outside. We're about to watch it happen from a young lady. Are you holding up your hand because you need a holder? All right, holders to the line for this runabout race, please. Holders to the line. Oh, no. Jeremy says not today. So he's a lapper now. He didn't take the black buoy, but he will this time. Now Ryan Poper moves in front. No, I'm sorry. Severa trying to get to Ryan Poper. He's going to sail. Oh, cuts down underneath. What a move. Lucas Severa now outside. Severa's going to stick with him. Now back on the inside. This is where we call it Moto Ballet. Inside, outside, dive in. Poper has a bobble. That opens the door for Severa now to take the pass. So unofficially, Britton in the lead. Now Severa back to second. Poper, Ryan in third. Terry, what or white flag you got in your hand? It's coming. All right. So we do have enough time to see if Lucas Cervera can catch up to the 851 and make the moves to the young lady. She's going to stick on that inside split, so Poper must have showed her something there. He's going to go with her. So the young guns go on the inside. Crafty veteran stays on the outside. Now, old man. Now, Jeremy ain't old. Holders to the line. Here it is. Drag race 3 wide. White flag. 28's got one more lap to get in front of that 851. And trust me, he's trying. Oh, ain't gonna happen. Just goes down, does the butt drag. Yeah. You think? Okay. I'm going to take those home because I have replacement lenses. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Tristan. Thank you. Ooh. Good head of hair on Tristan. Jesus Christ, where did that come from?
That was some action happening on Britain's channel.
I'm sorry, Charles. We got stuff falling on us here. Where did Britton Reinhardt go? Severa gets in front of her. Yes or no? She fell. Where's she at? Oh, I see her. Is Poper still in the lead, though? Unofficially. He makes his own track. Yes. So Jeremy, I blaze my own trail. Poper is going to take the... Oh, Terry's going to hold it on him. Checker flag waves for Lucas Severa. Poper doesn't make another lap. He's 2 laps down. There's Ryan. Great battle. If Poper hurries up, he could catch Reinhardt. Again. TC free ride with a Moto win. Lucas, that was hard fought, buddy. Absolutely. We can introduce Moto 3 to you now. But why? We just finished, Joey. Charles, are you mic'd up?
No. Andy, you want to take a break?
No. Hey, I like you. I like when you chime in. I like you, Charles.
I
don't
don't
need a
do as
break.
good a job following the race if I'm talking.
No, but you're a good color
Because
commentator.
I get tunnel vision.
You're a great color commentator. Switch. On the 30 out of Austin, ride for Reba Racing. That's Kevin Bice. That's the dark gray and blue ski. 413 out of Lakeway, Texas. Austin Jet Skier, Lakeside Graphics. Powered by ACN Racing, Kingdom for the Kingdom. Wet Jet Performance. That's Greg Sewell. Greg was my date last night. Let's see. He didn't make it to the line. I know better. On the 787 out of Converse, Texas, riding for Lisa's Peculiar Creations and AM Pool Care. That is Pablo Pagan. On the 24 out of Lago Vista, Texas, riding for IDP Graphics, Zero Touch Technology, and Robinson Racing. It's Kyle Robinson. And then with that whole shot on that Dean's Team HPT tuning, Sea-Doo RXPX 325, but I bet it's over 400 horsepower, is Cooper Caldwell. Let Cooper cook, because he's hot. So, big topic of discussion last night. How does Cooper turn so fast? And we talked a little bit about it yesterday. He is probably out there adjusting his trim, going into the splits to put the nose down, be able to corner. And as he's there on the front stretch, he'll bump it back a little bit, get that nose up and the least of the jet ski in the water to carry speed. Then he'll trim it back down to go through the horseshoe there. And he'll ride buoy to buoy. Then when he gets back on the back stretch, he'll trim it back down and get the nose up. So you see Syl there. He's probably in the middle. Vice there. Great racing action amongst Syl, Bice, Pagan, and Kyle. They're all right there in the same section of the course. All these skis are in amateur runabout stock. So the same way you buy them from the dealership, they probably put a little bit of a handling package from Riva or Works and do a tune, stock legal tune, which probably just raises the rev limiter up. Cooper is in an amateur runabout class, most likely not box stock. Different rules. Cooper's got what I like to call a hot tune on that ski to bring it above stock. You see him looking back there. What he's doing is marking where he exited that corner to know if he needs to take it deeper or more shallow next time. Cooper, a perfectionist out there, and likes actually exiting at a certain point to set him up for the next buoy. Race number 5. Race number 5 starting line is yours. Race number 6. Race number 6, please get to the ready. Can't say enough good things about the city of Paris, mainly because he's sitting next to me and he's pinching me. But great venue here at Lake Crook for the races. Got Greg Sewell still there in second, followed very closely by Kevin Bice, Pablo Pagan. Our event sponsors, Liquid Molly, Jet Trim, Jet Tribe, 321 Kawasaki, Dale's Jet Sports, Warritos, Adrian Fisk, 4F Photography, Works Racing, Commander Industries, Charles Ginchard Photography, Nautiwater Racing, John Caldwell Pools, here comes Cooper. Not quite down to the white flag, but he's getting ever closer to it. And that right there was not a sprint lap. I believe we are now in the pace laps of his day. That not being the white flag, as quick as he's going, it does look like he'll get into lap traffic. John Strauss is here today. Love seeing Strauss. Saw his trailer in the parking lot. Strauss not a water monkey yet, but his day's coming. He can play in the dirt a little while longer. We don't need him quite yet. There's Greg. He found some breathing room to get away from Kevin. Kevin now not on offense against Greg. He's going to have to play defense against Pablo here in a second. There's that blue and yellow flag coming out for Kyle Robinson because on this lap, Cooper Caldwell will catch them. I believe that was Cooper's white flag lap. So just one more time around for these boys. Let's see, what does Jules want me to notice here? Anaheim Supercross 1994. You're wearing a vintage Supercross shirt. Oh, it's new. That's a remake. Is that Bradshaw? Damian Bradshaw? Maybe? I thought he was number 8. I think it's Damian Bradshaw. Where's Cooper? Cooper doing the outside split, so he will get to lap traffic before the end. Looks like he's going to get past Kyle for show and Pablo and finish right in the middle. No, they're going to give him the white. That's what I thought. Okay. So Pablo taking the white flag. Cooper going to do a victory lap. He's going to try to track down these other two. He's going to use the splits most likely. I don't know. He might get Tobias before then. There goes CC Ryder. Gets around Bice. Now on Sewell. We'll see what a stock boat versus a tune boat does on the backstretch. Oh, Cooper checking up there.
It almost made it look like if they were both flat out there at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
That almost, like, unless Cooper let off, that could have been the same power and better dialed in.
Yep. So he's doing it in the turns. The one that I had, the black and yellow one, I could. On something like this. Good job. Greg Sewell unofficially second. Kevin Bice actually having a good ride there for third. Then we'll take a bit of a pause, and it'd be Pablo Pagan there, fourth place. All this unofficial. And then Kyle Robinson there. That was race number 4, ProAm Runabout stock. Race number 5. Back to the ski class. Ski modified 1100, two-stroke Superjet SXR with a pipe. Man, SXR with a pipe used to be a bad dude. And Commanders TR1 on the 27 out of Wichita, Kansas. Riding for Big Fish Bail Bonds, Nautiwater Racing Dad, and Smith Racing, it is Trent Cornett out of Rockwall, Texas. Riding for Bell Helmets, 100% rain cross storage, Miss Megan Burns on the 29. 106 out of Quinlan, Texas on the stock Superjet. Travers Construction Group, Illumination Technologies, Lawn Me. 106 Racing, Rhino Candy, it's Javier Falcone. On that 297, back on the stand-up. Riding out of Fort Worth, Texas. Riding for Jay Caldwell, Custom Pools, Deplorable Racing, Jet Trim, Jet Tribe, Monster Energy, it's Baron Murnick. On the 322 out of Wichita, Kansas. Riding for Big Fish Bail Bonds, Nautiwater Racing, Dad, and Smith Racing, it's Tristan Hebert. And I bet she's wearing pink. On the 851 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, TC Freeride, Jet Trim, Anderson Toyota, RB Components, Works Racing, Garrity Landscaping, Jet Pilot, 60 Helmets, BC Goggles, FL Visual, Go Fast Girls, Charged Up Nutrition, She Rips, and Mojave Block, Miss Britton Reinhard. Is she wearing pink? Yes, yes, yes. Come on, Baron. Megan getting tossed around in that cross chop there on that start, but you see that GP1 hull doing its job, keeping her straight. Worst thing about jet ski racing is that cross chine hop on the starts, and when the ski starts to hunt around, I don't care if you're Jeff Jacobs, everybody is a challenge to it. I know Jeff Jacobs watches this, okay? He watches. Victor Sheldon too. Victor Sheldon really does watch, I'm telling you. 851 gets the whole shot, followed by 297, then Megan Burns, then Tristan Hebert, then Trent Cornett, and there's Javier. So Miss Britton way out front now. Followed by Barron. Tristan going to get in front of Miss Megan there. So she's going to deal with a Hebert House duo of Tristan and Trent. Where's she going? Is that where the... Okay. Race number 6. That's vintage, right? Yeah. I see one down there is why. Where's Britton? She's still way out front. Somebody tell her she ain't got to go that fast. They can't all be winners now, can they? The first one to say something was Wild Bill. Oh, here comes the wind making the conditions. You can see the water gray up. Now coming into the splits without any effort. The water is starting to white cap off the backstretch. So we got, looks like Trent Cornett down in the splits. Nobody's going to get him. Tristan now all by himself in third. Trent back up, unassisted. There's Javier. I was a super stock guy. All right. There's Barron now. He's looked forward and said, I've done all I can do with that young lady. I'm going to ride my race. Britton Reinhardt looks at home on a jet ski. The TC Freeride parents tell me that the, I guess, sort of daily routine in Lake Havasu is get done with their day, their homework, everything. They go to the lake and they ride till dark. Most kids are doing baseball practice and soccer practice or whatever. This group decides to go to the lake and ride their jet skis. That's awesome. It shows out on the course. And don't want to forget about food trucks later on. We will have our food trucks back. I saw them there this morning. They were raising the canopies to start their day. Somebody told me yesterday it was funnel cakes that we were smelling. I had a fried cheesecake at 107 last night. It was delicious. That is a hidden gem of Paris right there. And the woman in the kitchen was crying. They only had so many. Stopped selling them. Britain beyond all by herself now on the back of the horseshoe, looking for Barron. He's now coming on the front stretch. White flag flies, so Trent actually has gotten back up to Tristan. Again, the wind is, if you see Charles sweeping through, the flags are whipping, so the wind has picked up out there for this 1100 ski Moto, and the vintage boys are on the line right now watching how these aftermarket hulls are handling the horseshoe there. Here comes Javier. This is his third class of the day. Javier also doing Ironman style, riding 3 classes on his Super Jets. Here comes Miss Britton for the final time this morning. We'll see her one more time today, and Moto, I think it's 11 for her. Good job, Bryn Reinhardt. So here comes Tristan and Trent. Tristan finding a little bit extra gas in the tank to hold off Trent. Trent not happy with that one. Trent's out there saying, "What do I have to do?" Somebody give Trent a hug. Somebody give Trent a hug. There comes Javier. By the smell of the air, we're running vintage 2-strokes. X2 Open, race number 6 on the 3 out of Warminster, Pennsylvania. That's Carl Hausch. That's that bright blue X2 out there. The other bright blue X2 out of Wichita, Kansas, GSK Machining, Miller Machine Shop. That's Shannon Watson on the 17. 51 out of Lavernia, Texas, riding for Spectrum Watercraft, Pro Watercraft Racing, and Watercraft Cross of Texas. Tanner Katera, that's the Alien ski. And 201, Austin, Texas, riding for that Good Times Mafia. It's Chad Manson. And on the 11 out of Lavernia, Texas, riding for Pro Watercross of Texas, Spectrum Watercraft. That's Mason Katera. Looks like they changed up. Looks like Mason's on the 51 and Tanner's on the 11, so we'll check that. We got 504 and Vintage 550. That's Sean Carlson, followed by, I don't see him out there, so maybe not. Whitaker's on the 550, but I don't see him. Oh, so, okay. Tanner's on the 51. Ty's on 11. Where's Mason? Wave at the crowd, Mason. Hey, bud. Not next to today. Were you yesterday? Okay. All right. Switcheroo, huh? My three sons, Billy Katera. Thank you, Billy. Don't see Sean, so we'll go ahead and say that Kalen there, he's on the 91, that two-stroke, or square nose Superjet. They're all two-strokes. Billy Dearman, if you tune in today, we miss you, buddy. Get well. Hauser's still riding on his knees. He looks like he's riding a Bronc horse out there. With these choppier conditions, yes. The Knee King. I don't know if that's a different rider from yesterday, though. I think there was a different rider on the ski yesterday. Same ski, different rider. But they changed props or put a better tank of gasoline in it today. It's out front. The blue one, yeah. Number 3, I believe, is in the lead.
That's Carl from Pennsylvania. That's the same guy.
Yeah, okay.
That's no different.
Look at that thing hop, man. Wop, wop, wop. There comes Shannon Watson. He switched from a generic 17 on the hood down to a white 17 on the bow, so it shows up a lot better, a lot brighter. He rebuilt it too. Last year at the end of the year, he got the motor really, really strong at the end of the year, and then it decided to leave us. So people are messaging me today, is the guy in the lead of X2 really kneeling down on that thing? Yes, he is. Yes, he is, and he's going fast. The Kateras, though, have something to say. Wind conditions went down slightly, so it's not quite as rough as it was for the last moto. I know they're all thankful for that. Here comes Landry. He's going to be a lap rider. We're going to show him a blue and white flag because there is a battle for the lead. This is... looks like Ty to me from the riding style. So, leg drag over... Neil drag. It's cool watching that thing hop, though, man. I got it back. That's Ty there, so it's Tanner on the 51. Ty got them skinny legs. That's how I can tell. Mason, Ty has actually lapped me more than any of you boys, so I have the best view of his legs out of anybody. Yeah. Ty knows how to pass a hydrospace. I can tell you that, buddy. He's got plenty of experience. Uh-oh. Is that Chad coming in on the hook? I haven't said much about him, so it probably is. Oh. Race number 6. No. 7. Yeah, thank you. He told me about this, but I didn't mark it on my sheet. Skylar Sneathern, yes or no? Okay, cool. You got to keep showing up. I got to get used to it. All right, there's Carl. And Tanner. So Carl dealing with one Katera, now having to deal with the other. There's Sean, Corpus Christi, Texas. Sean's brother Ryan, a X2 rider as well, not with us this weekend. And then TJ, their dad, rides a Wave Blaster. So a sport family. There's your leader there, Ty Katera, on the SXR 800 motor X2. They have a lot of time in building that ski, and it runs very, very well, as you can tell. It is the class of the field in X2 in this area, arguably the United States. You would think you're SXR 800 X2. Yes, it's a wonderful combination. The Sims family, which is from Oklahoma, builds X2s, and they put modified 800 SXR motor in a vintage X2 and won sport class a few times with that. Kind of like winning the Tour de France with a vintage bike. So Carl kneeling down on the outside. It is smoother out there. I'd choose that as well. Now we've got Tanner trying to go for broke. We're going to have a drag race to the finish, but outside split wins that time. Oh, big spill right at the end. Yard sale right up front. And Shannon Watson sees it. So it is a yellow flag. But Mark Shannon in third place. Podium finish for Shannon Watson. So Tanner there floats across the finish line. Hey, I've done it. You're that tired and you fall like that, just push it. Toby cross. Race number 7. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. 6. Race number 6. So they bumped. They did, yeah. So it's going to say 7 because it is. Yes. We have it right, but we want to get it right on the internet. Because everybody's going to be like, that's not Runabout 1100 stock. It's beginner ski. We have critics out there, Larry. Yeah, we got it. Yes. Can't do that.
Sorry. I had a late minute issue.
Yeah. I'll try. I can do both. I know how to run the camera. Oh, and you're the producer. Okay. And the director. It's outside of my union it's outside of my union bylaws. I get it. So, Tom Falanga, the father, on the 13. Skylar Sneather in there on Seth Pettit's boat. She's wearing that pink. Seth's not wearing pink today like he said he was going to, but that's okay. I get it. It's hard to wear pink. We watching. Well, everybody's got some pink on them somewhere. You be careful walking down there barefooted. There's some big beach spiders here, man. Found that out last year. So there's Tom Falanga there. $127. That's Kyle Cox. Then Skylar. Oh, good save. Good save there for young Skylar. Oh, yay, cha, yay. Want to remind you to hydrate. No, the sun is not out right now, but it is still humid. So drink plenty of liquids. Stay hydrated. Don't dehydrate. If you're feeling peaked, if you're feeling peaked, drink something. We got a rider down on the outside section of the course. Looks like Cox and Skylar's going to ride around him. Yeah. And Falanga now. No looking back for Tom Falanga. He's entering the splits. Race number 8. See some of you on the line now. I need the rest. Race number 8. Holders for race number 8. Believe I need 12 holders for this next one. Food trucks behind us and food trucks behind us. So the lemonade deal, the state of Texas passed a law about 3 summers ago, right after COVID, that you could open a lemonade stand and not have to pay a business tax or turn in your profit from that lemonade business. You obviously it's all natural and everything, and you can set it up, sell lemonade, keep all the profits. Thank you, sir. Ooh, that Superjet took a wicked turn. So we got Falanga out front there going into the back section of the course, followed by Skylar Sneathern on that 1500 SXR. Then we got 127 Kyle Cox behind her. No Dennis Robinson today. And no Nick McMillan, unless we're going to see them later. We did some swapping this morning. So what you're watching currently is beginner ski. Here comes Falanga. Ski sounds really good. We'll see his son Travis a little later today in Pro Ski Stock. How's everybody doing out there? Looks like Amateur Rec Lights is getting ready to go. I got faith in my boy Matt Reeves. I feel a whole shot today from Matt Reeves. We're going to put Brianna in echo mode and give Matt Reeves and that spark a shot. So Kyle Cox now caught back up to Skylar out there. So what he's doing is smart. He's riding right behind her to learn where she's going wide on corners on this lap. And then when we go by this time, I believe we're going to get the white flag. So he'll have one more chance around to try and make a pass. Race, oh, checkered flag. So no, this is his chance here. Problem is, in this beginner class being open like that, when she gets to the backstretch here, she's got 400 more cc's under the hood that's just going to run away and hide from that 1050 Superjet. You see it there. Tom Falanga with the win. No stranger to riding. Just usually is a pit dad, but they brought both Superjets this weekend, and Travis is running good. No need for that one to be a backup, so Dad came out in the beginner class. Now, Cox now sees that Skylar's going to the outside split, so he's going to go for broke on the inside. Not a lot of chop there right now, so he's going to take that smaller ski and try to run a tighter line and come around. Looks like it's going to work out for him because the distance is shorter. They're going to go into both buoys. Skylar's going to come out, and Cox is going to get in front of him, in front of her, excuse me. They're going to drag race to the finish in beginner ski, but as you see, when she grabs that throttle, it doesn't take much. Good race. Good beginner ski race. Race number 8. We'll introduce Runabout Rick Lights to you now on the 11 out of Montgomery, Texas. Ride for Race Lab Performance, Roost Proof Goggles. It's Ashley Sewell. On now 149, Dripping Springs, Texas, Easy Racing. Moto winner yesterday, Brianna Weiler. Here he is on the 636. He's out of Round Rock, Texas, riding for Alchemy, Good Chaos, and ODI Grips, Matt Reeves. .301 out there as well. I don't see his quad here. There it is. No, he's out there. I'm getting used to him. Ashley's on the outside. 301. No. Brianna's on the outside, 301. Ashley's on the inside, 11. She's going to come out second place, but we're going to drag race into the horseshoe. Matt Reeves on that 636 comes out fourth. So much as yesterday, Brianna out front with that smooth water and running a tight line and all the S's. This course identical to the course in Osaka, Japan last weekend. So the person with the most experience on that particular course, Andrew Vo, he was in Japan last weekend. Got him back here with us yesterday and today. Water conditions in Japan a lot rougher than this, though, from what little video I did see. They actually called the races at one point for the wind. Didn't have to do that here. Hey, Tom. Good ride.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's okay. No problem. No problem. No problem. I told your story. Hey, I know you usually bring it in case you need it, but Travis's ski's running good. Beginner class was a good selection, so go out there and ride. All right, another drag race, lap number 2, so we've got action in the horseshoe. Ashley Sewell, second place. What's good about the second day is everybody kind of shakes the dust off and gets the butterflies loose on Saturday, and they just get settled in and comfortable. And on Sunday, knowing it's their last 2 chances to race till the next round, you just put a better moto together sometimes. We got Ashley Sewell, 301, Matt Reeves, all there right together. One mistake, one choice of the splits can decide 2 positions. Woo, Brianna going really wide on that one. .301 running that tight line. So again, the smoother water conditions favoring the EXs. The not part of the chop. We go to have a pass for second there. Still a drag race though. Usually when the water gets choppy and the EXs start bopping, I guess is the best way, the spark actually starts to hop. and carries the speed top. It tends to slow it down.
Mike's not happy to
It's me holding it in that spot.
I don't know, it could be something broken in the cable or
Could be. I'll untwist it, see what we get.
We'll find out.
We can adjust. Here comes Brianna. No company around, so she's going to look at the tower. Nothing to say. Keep doing what you're doing. Johnson there, 301, moving to the inside split now to put some distance on Ashley. She's using that quad ATV, hanging his body weight over the side, keeping the jet ski underneath him, but using body English to help it around the corners and stay on wide open throttle. Others, you can chop the throttle to get this jet ski settled down in the water and have your handling and your ride plate do its job, then change your nozzle direction and burp the throttle, blip the throttle, chop the throttle to get it to do what you want it to do. All right. White flag this time by. Now we got a battle shaping up on the white flag between Matt Reeves and Ashley Sewell. Moto 8 now on the line. Thank you, guys. We're almost finished with 7. Trent, you need a holder? You're going to get one anyway, bud.
That's commitment, brother. That's commitment. You got people going, is that right? Yeah, it hops. It doesn't. Yeah. It's hopping. It's nice. It's fun to watch you do that. So it's good. That's the way they used to handle it until all this tubbies and everything else. No. I know how hard it is on that, but okay. Yeah. Okay. No, good job, absolutely. Whatever works. That's what I believe in. Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, Okay. When I was a little kid and I rode X2, I did mine on the knees, but then when the leg dragging became cool, I did the foot switch with the leg drag on both sides. And that was how I rode X2. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but that was kind of tiresome too. But when you're young and you have that kind of energy, it's okay. And the courses were tighter and smaller, so it didn't wear you out as much.
Good job. Now we're going to announce race number 8 now. Mark, I hope you heard that. That was from Carl himself. He says it was faster on his knees. Now we're going to see 21 Travis Falanga, El Reno, Oklahoma, Bucket Truck Brigade. Jules Hopkins in this one, Performance Jet Ski Cycle, HF Factory. Commander Industries out of Biloxi, Mississippi. He's on that 85, black and white. Trent Cornett's out there on the 627, Wichita, Kansas, with Tristan Hebert, also out of Wichita, Kansas. Big Fish Bail Bonds, Nautiwater Racing, Dad and Smith Racing. Felix, he's in Novice 4-stroke lights. He's out of Ukraine, Texas. I think it's Flour Mill. Works H2O Designs, the TCS Marine, UA7 Racing, Quinn Bross Construction. Javier Falcon is out there. Right here. And is Bentley? Okay. Yeah, yeah. We put one in between those guys. Javier Falcone's out there out of Quinlan, Texas. Travers Construction Group, Illumination Technologies, Lawn Me, 106 Racing in Rano Candy. Andrew Vo's back out there. Let's see where Andrew is. Looks like second place so far at Sulphur Springs, riding for Comtech Gasket. Jet Tribe Racing at Night Racing, Dales. B&J Blosian, VK Composites. And Nate Brazel, he's on the Superjet, the Blue Wrap Superjet out of Princeton, Texas. Jet Tribe rider out on the course right now wearing that bright orange wetsuit. Want to also thank Jet Trim. I bet you there's some Jet Trim on some jet skis out there. Liquid Moly oil in the motors. 321 Kawasaki, Lewinstras, if you're listening, then happy Memorial Day. Warritos. Sadie Meyer. Dale's Jet Sports, he's in the tower. 4F Adrian Fisk Photography. Yes, sir. Okay, I had that written down yesterday. I'll do it today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Holland, Javier, and Andrew Vo going at it hard. Neither one of them giving an inch. They're still right there together. Horseshoe or not, they're racing. What a move by Javier Falcone. And what an effort by Andrew Vo, not giving an inch. Thank you for everybody texting in and commenting on the live stream, saying I sound good. Hope so. I slept last night. Miss you guys too. What are we watching here? We're watching Travis Falanga in the lead, but not so much a big lead, because Javier Falcone got his big fishing gear out. He's bait in the water to Travis Falanga. Andrew now going from offense on Javier to have to play defense versus Felix here. There's Nate Brazel on that 238. Tristan is, or no, he's not in this one. Yeah, there's Trent. He's on the 627. So Falanga finding some speed there on the backstretch. Javier, though, watching what he's doing, paying close attention. Andrew finding some speed there on the outside splits. Again, most experience on this course, Andrew. He raced this course in Japan a weekend ago. Here comes Nate Brazel through the start-finish line. Nate tripped me up. He shaved off his beard and came and talked to me like he's known me for years, which he has. And I didn't recognize him. That's on me. I'll get better. 2 holders to the line, please. 2 holders to the line for 4 holders. The Weilers need some holders. Here comes Travis taking the white flag. Javier didn't make up any time on that lap. He's slapping that hand pole on the hood, knowing that he's only got 1 lap left. Might be enough. Vo acknowledging that white flag. You see him nod his head. See Vo there with that bright orange wetsuits. Easily recognizable. Jet Tribe rider. Andrew sharing that he got most improved musician in his band class this year, and shows that Andrew's a hard-working young man. He packs a wonderful Jet Tribe package. Got some boots from him earlier this year. Told him thank you. He said he didn't really even realize who he was sending it to until I showed him. Yeah, I got some Jet Tribe socks and shoes. I might ride my jet ski this year, maybe. White flag flies for Nate Brazel. Not going to go a lap down, but the checkered flag will come out for Travis Falanga. Bucket Truck Brigade. Trent Cornett going to take that checkered flag. Followed by, I believe, unofficially... Wait a minute. What's Javier doing? Javier's taking a break. Then we got Felix coming on around. Race number 9 on the water now. Race number 8 on the water now. Race number 9 on the line. Race 10 to the ready, please. Yes. Yeah. I think they switched classes, but that's how the numbers looked off. Too late now. What you got? Yes. Okay. 9. 10. So they, okay, they're, yes. That's fine. We will introduce Runabout 1100 to you right now. 1-1 from yesterday, ran about 1100 amateur limited, 319 Platte, Mass, Nebraska. All Seasons Motorsports at Sean Cox. He's on that white and yellow SPX bright orange helmet, Sean Cox. On the 504 out of Dripping Springs, Texas. He's on the yellow and blue EX. It's Lewis Weiler. On the 301, the yellow 301, not the black and green. Out of Springfield, Nebraska, Team Lugs Racing, Wilson Premier Powder Coating, All Seasons Power Sports. It's Scott Wilson. And she's on the far outside in this one, pink and black. 149, Easy E Racing, Brianna Weiler.
Handle pull down on 322.
So the smooth water conditions really favor the X4 Sea-Doo hull, which Sean Cox is on. It's when it gets choppy that he starts hopping and skipping that the heavier four-strokes seem to track. So you see him on the outside with Brianna. They're the faster two boats going the longer way around. I got you. And you'll see Wilson there on the inside. With the shorter way around, he's going to take that hole shot. But here comes Sean. He's going to race against Lewis, much like Andrew and Javier, not giving much of an inch. Lewis with a really good turn into the horseshoe. They're side by side right now. Cox making the pass. Again, buoy to buoy, the two-stroke Sea-Doo quicker. The four-stroke actually able to keep a good pace in a steady, consistent lap. Whoa, big spin out. Big spin outs, Brianna Weiler. So Cox there getting both Weilers in one turn. The smooth water now helping the SPX out. And you will watch that Sea-Doo cook with hot grease on the backstretch. Wilson looks back and sees now that the Sea-Doo is free. They ride together, so they know each other's speed and strategy there. So Sean hanging way off the side of the Sea-Doo, trying to keep it flat, tracking around. Here he comes. Wilson's going to look back. One more lap, they're going to be together. The only thing about the SPX, as he starts to get closer to Wilson, the water will rough up, and being lighter, it upsets the hull differently than being on the four strokes. Lighter, shorter.
like
10 going to 11 officially.
split up the class and moved everybody back. I think. Got a hand in the air.
So there it is. 319 now, taking that outside split. We've got a yellow flag. I believe Wilson is the one that went down on the backstretch. And that's the case. So 319 inherits the lead with the 301 going down. Now Lewis Weiler, Papa Lewis, is in front of Brianna after that big spin out on the previous lap. Yellow flag condition on the back stretch. This is Runabout 1100 on the line now. We need Ski Grandmaster Stock, Women's Ski GP, Ski Masters GP, and Expert Ski Stock. Ski Master Stock to the line, please. We'll just start doing it that way. Four-stroke lights, 10 to 12, 13, 15, four-stroke lights to staging. We found a hat. All right. Thank you, Miss McKenna. How's your back brace? You know where it is? All right. If you have a Commander GP1 Yamaha hat that's black and it looks like it fits a small head, so probably a youngster, we have it at the announcer's booth. We can give it to you when you realize it's gone. 301's back underway. Barron's making his way to the beach. Which way is the beach, Barron? This way. This way. You're too young. John knows what I mean. All right. Papa Lewis still out front. Daughter Lewis still in chase. And poor Sean, he wanted to pass Wilson last lap, and Wilson had to exit the boat unexpectedly, so Sean will get a chance to pass Scott. This will be his last chance, though. So what we got cooking out there? Sean Cox moved to the inside split. And Wilson now almost, we're going to go ahead and give him the checkered flag, but he's like one more, and he's going to go ahead and do it. That's the way it should be. Cox going to take the checkered flag. Weiler's going to take the checkered flag. But we'll send Scott out around one more time to make sure he gets his spot right. That's okay. Can't say enough good about the city of Paris this weekend, opening up their doors to us to host our races. If you drove from Lake Havasu or Nebraska, Mississippi, thank you for leaving early to get here. And if you just drove a little bit down the road, I can't say that. I drove a pretty decent ways. Awesome job racing this weekend. Holders, families, spectators, thank you for spending your morning and afternoon with us. And if you liked what you saw yesterday, we promised you to do it again today. So far, we have not disappointed. The racing is good. We've got battles in just about every class. So something for you to see. if you're watching at home, see and listen to. I know when I watch races, usually I'll just set it on and set it down on the countertop, listen to what's going on, and always stay abreast of the action, attraction, and get satisfaction from all the racing. Thank you, Wild Bill. We will introduce all the combine motos of. So, Grandmaster Ski Stock SXR 1500. On the 0 out of Altus, Oklahoma, that's Brian Ridley. On the 34 out of Weatherford, Texas, for him construction, that's Mike Lewandowski. On the 851 out of, that was Grandmaster Ski Stock. Women's Ski GP. On the 851 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for TC Freeride, Jet Trim, Anderson Toyota, RB Components, Works Racing, Gear T Landscaping, Jet Pilot, 6D Helmets, BC Goggles, FL Visual, Go Fast Girls, Charged Up Nutrition, She Rips Co., and Mojave Block, it's Britton Reinhardt. It's the fastest we'll see her go today. All right, Master Ski GP, Class I'd ride. Number 9 on your program, number 1 in your hearts, out of Little Rock, Arkansas, riding for EG Hitch Haulers, Moto Pro Graphics, Your Helmet Spray, Bomber Energy, Blowsion, Jet Pilot, Opera Sauce, Flow Vision, VersaPlug, Born to Race Threads, ODI Grips, it's Tony the Tiger. Tabor. On that 17 out of Norman, Oklahoma, Property Image Solutions, Pro Watercraft, anyone willing to sponsor him, it is Craig Fame. On the 93 out of Altus, Oklahoma, that's that bright red and gray Pro Force. Riding for Cole Plumbing, Flow Vision, and Pro Watercraft, it is Don Cope. He is on the 115 out of Lavernia, Texas, riding for Watercross, Texas. Spectrum Watercraft is Billy Katera. And that's the way it should be. You hear the horn sound and then the motors rev up and go. On the 410 out of Sulphur Springs, Texas, riding for Dale's Jet Sports, Elite Fireplace, and Jet Tribe, it's Brian Ricky Bowie Snyder. On the 93 SXR 1500, he is the high points from last year. The Hitchhiking Fish, Adrian Fisk, ride for Elite Optics. On the 462 out of Providence Village, Texas, we've got Seth Pettit. We got 2 riders down on the backstretch. Looks like it might be Britton Reinhardt, because we got Brian Snyder with the hole shot, followed by Craig Fain, then Billy Katera, then Lewandowski. There's Adrian riding up, Brian Ridley. 462, so it's probably Don Cope and Britton Reinhardt. So we'll get them back to their skis. So all the riders see the yellow flag and go past them, not passing anyone, just checking up, making sure they get through the course safe, and while everybody gets back to their skis. And once they get past it, the racing resumes. So you got Brian Snyder there on that really bright pink and yellow 410 hometown. or close enough to it. Followed by Craig Fain. Then Billy Katera on that Pro Force. Then we got Mike Lewandowski and I turn the page, there's actually more riders. Steve Blake on the 69 out of Shawnee, Kansas. He was right at the
I'm in vet. Where they have us with Pro and Expert.
There goes Adrian Fisk on Don Copes 93. Trent Cornett, your 27 two-stroke Superjet. It fleeth. Here comes Don. So Brian Snyder in the lead, followed by Craig Fain. Then there's Steve Blake, Mike Lewandowski, Britt Reinhardt, Brian Riley. Britton being smart there after that spill and getting back on her boat. She's waiting for the water to be favorable and take her time and pass through the field there. Plenty of laps left in this combo of motos. There's Seth Pettit there. That SXR new to him last year. This will be his first full season riding it. Riding there with Adrian Fisk. Trent Coronet, your 27 two-stroke Superjet. Not on the stand. Looked like it was a young man's hat. Racing going on out there. We got Brian Snyder going through the horseshoe, followed by Craig Fain, Billy Katera, Steve Blake, then Mike Lewandowski. Now Britton finding some clean water. She's going to run up to Mike Lewandowski there and look to make a pass in the horseshoe. There's Adrian now. He's gotten away from Seth. All these combined motos, a lot of people riding against one other rider or three other riders, so not necessarily sure how it scored. We're just keeping up with the moto, so Brian Snyder, the one clicking the laps off, earning the flags. Second place, Craig Fain. But Billy Katera is going to have something to say about that in the next set of laps. Joey Malden spraying some mosquito spray for me over here. Thank you, sir. Smells like Klotz mosquito brand. It is. Yeah, that's Klotz. I'm a connoisseur. I really am. There's a stream of oil that we run on our gas chromatograph, and when it vents, it smells like Klotz. Makes work worth it. There's Brian Ridley on the 0. He's out of Altus, Oklahoma. We'll be at his hometown race next, well, not next weekend, but weekend after next for the Nationals. If you haven't jet ski raced this season and you're thinking about it, Altus is going to be a 4-day event. We're going to run with all the junior classes for 2 days. Then we're going to let the juniors and everyone else race for a national championship in Altus. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm nervous. I've never called a race of that caliber before. Will be my first time, so I'm excited and nervous. Jeremy Steino Might, if you're listening again today, I don't know if you could make it, but Batman and Robin together again, buddy. Here comes Brian Snyder, going to do a wire-to-wire. Seb Pettit there. Then Craig Fain. Craig getting good experience on that boat there. Billy Katera now. He's going to make that ski wide because Steve Blake is in position battle with him, as well as Britton Reinhardt. They're in different classes, yes, but as far as the moto goes, they Katera there holding down third place. So Britton Reinhardt taking that big spill on the opening lap, now actually raced her way back up to battle on this lap for third. Coming up through the pack. Looks like she's going to do it right here. No, she's not as tired as these older guys are. I'll give her that. She is in better shape. She rides more, based on what I've been told. So Brian Snyder now going to go in the outside split. Call that the Jet Tribe split for the Blues the rest of the day. We can name the front stretch to the finish line the Dale's Jet Sports front stretch to the Jet Trim finish line, or the Liquid Molly finish line. Here's Brian Snyder going to go through that Liquid Molly finish line there. Followed by Craig Fain. He's also a wire-to-wire, but Miss Britton Reinhardt going to take third from Billy Katera. We'll see her again 3 more times. Steve Blake, Mike Lewandowski, drag race to the finish. That's been a pretty common thing this weekend. Brian Ridley and 93 is Don Cope. Another drag race to the finish. Then here comes Seth Pettit. All in the same section of the course. Great job. Ski stock, master ski stock, veteran ski stock, women's GP. We'll move down the line. Trent, your boat's back where it should be, bud, and everything's dry. I think that's the first time I've seen Javier on all 4 tires on that 4-wheeler this weekend. And it's because it's in reverse. Ski stock 10 to 12 4-stroke lights on the 319 out of Plattsmouth, Nebraska. Dean's team, All Seasons Motorsports, Bentley Cox. On the 405 out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 405 Motorsport, Ramilton Customs, Thrust Innovations, VP Fuels, Ames Oil, and Smith Racing. It's Christian Bain. 722, here she is, out of Omaha, Nebraska. She's on that black Superjet with the green numbers. It's Miss McKenna Berglund. She brought me a water. Junior ski 4-stroke lights 13 to 15 on the UA7 out of Ukraine, Texas. Works H2O Designs, TCS Marine, UA7 Racing, Quimbras Construction. It's Felix Mironenko. And on the 297, he's on the Superjet this time. Out of Fort Worth, Texas, ride for Jay Caldwell, Custom Pools, Deplorable Racing. It's Baron Mernick. No. No, I don't. No, I do not.
If it's up to the person in charge, I would know that answer, and it's no. I know it's no.
So we're not going to let that one go, and I know why. You got to hear the horn before you grab the throttle. And, again, as we all get used to this light and horn, lot you got to do on the start, and main thing is you got to wait to hear the horn or see the light before you grab the throttle. And it's not hard to prove. If you hear wah, no, can't do it. They can't all be winners now, can they? So we're going to get them all back in the spot they were, and we're going to have a coaching with the person that prematurely accelerated. Looks like it's going to be Bentley. So everybody else is going to start without Bentley. Bentley being in the class legal to start in the tray. It's not a big deal for him to put his lanyard in, get started, and go. So again, he will not get the whole shot, but he's not going to be that far behind. Very doable to win a race. Very doable to win a race from a dead engine start. You just got to adjust your plan. Waiting for him to come around to see who's going to get that hole shot. Looks like Baron Mernick on the 297. Dean's team Superjet's going to pull that feed off, followed by Felix, and then a drag race between Christian Bain, Bentley, hand-on helmet Cox. Christian goes way to the outside. Wait for him to get through the horseshoe and the S-turns back there to... Oh, Felix goes down. Bentley sees it, so now Felix... Good recovery from Felix, actually. So Barron retains the lead, but Bentley now from that dead engine start right behind him. There's Christian. Rob doing some tuning on that ski in between Morgan City and today. Christian not able to make Morgan City, so they just came and course-martialed and scored and wanted to get ready for the Junior National. So Christian, first time on the ski this year for him. But in 2 weeks, they'll be a little closer to home and familiar ground in Altus. So if you're listening online and you like what you see, you love what you hear, I know you do, we're going to do it again in 2 weeks for Wednesday and Thursday with the juniors. So the class you see out there right now, with likes of Bentley Cox and Baron Murnick, we're going to add East Coast riders and West Coast riders to that mix. And we will see even more of these young Thundercats race between Wednesday and Thursday for a national championship. They are the future of our sport. So we want to give them their stage to shine amongst their peers. So Wednesday and Thursday, I believe it's the 3rd and the 4th, we'll have them out during the week. And on the weekend, they're going to get a chance at it too. But we're going to add everybody else, and we're going to have a national championship, all classes, on the 5th and the 6th. So if you're in the North Texas, southern west Oklahoma area near Lawton, we will race for 4 days total.
Joey, can you ask Charity to talk here, please?
Yeah. Charity Snyder, she's right there.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
That was kind of rude of me. I'm very deeply sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you didn't hear what we were saying. And it wasn't. It wasn't. No. Me? No. Look at Baron Murnick now. Moto win, holding off Bentley Cox. Great racing. Felix there on that UA7.
wire to wire.
I didn't know you were talking to me or Larry, and I was like,
Whoever put up the sign in the tree that says "Beware of Larry," pure genius. Is that for me? You brought me a gift card too? Why not? I love gift cards to Partzilla. Go ask Scotty and Billy if I can have a gift card to Partzilla. I bet you they give you one. I bet you they do. Of course, always. There's Christian. Yes.
And on the hyperspace.
Yeah. We need 2 holders. We can work on that. 2 holders for who? Sean Whitaker or John? John needs 2 holders. So I can see Mr. Brown heading away. Not all superheroes wear capes, guys. Charlie, what you got? You need 2? You got 2. Oh, you got super holder on the line over there. Whitaker needs 2. I'm sorry. John Lindley still needs 1. Here comes Cash. Hold, buddy. Wait, looks like Matt. No, it's Trevor. I'm sorry. I'm holding up the show, not having y'all ready. I'm sorry, Wild Bill. It's my fault. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. I dare you. He did, didn't he? He did it. Sports spec. Introduction needed. You know him, you love him, you're about to watch him race. Moto from yesterday out of Dallas area. Greener grass, Joey Malden. He's got a good... Oh, Whitaker. Whitaker gets washed down. Yesterday, and the boat died on the line today. That's all right. He won't finish last, I guarantee. Well, come on, Mike, work. Malden with the big hit, 9-10 out of Norman, Oklahoma. Trust me, it's hard to say Norman. Craig Ingram on that 9-10. Wonderful battles all day yesterday in Sports Spec. We got Shannon Watson on that red blaster in third. Then Charlie Bumpus on the 502 out of Vidor, Texas, riding for JD 232 Racing and Salvage. Coming out right behind Lewis Weiler from Dripping Springs on that B57 Racing HX. There's Shannon Watson. And then John Lindley on the 117. His lanyard just came out. His lanyard literally just popped off the ski. So yellow flag, start finish line. We got a boat with no power. Here, you wouldn't finish last. There's the first pass for Sean. Good news for that blaster. It's going to be really smooth water until he gets to Shannon Watson. At Gilligan off the island. Yeah. Thank you, McKenna, for the water. It is delicious. Joey Malden on the inside splits. He is committed to it. It is the shortest way around. He has made it work for him all weekend long. Wait a minute, that's not Ingram in second. Is Ingram even here? Craig might not have raced today. He didn't. So there it is. It's Joey in first, Weiler in second, Bumpus in third, Whitaker getting around Watson in the splits. Drag race, Sean Whitaker getting around Shannon Watson, blaster on blaster going into the horseshoe. Now again, Sean has enough time to catch up to Charlie. I don't know about Weiler, but Sean right now has enough time and enough real estate to get third out of that very, very difficult start. I don't want to say bad. It wasn't bad. It just didn't go great. Yes, the Sean Whitaker's Wave Blaster out of Dale's Jet Sports has once again made some changes. He's gotten used to it, riding it this way to where, yes, it is much faster. This course, in my opinion, is a little bit more flattery for a blaster. I don't think it's perfect. It's still a little big for the sport boats, but Sean doing his homework in the lab at home, homework, is showing speed out here on the race course. Joey Ski, Tori Ski, and Skinny Ski really, really strong in that first race of the year. The water conditions were cold, and it favored the HXs off those fresh builds from Neptune Racing. C57 off a fresh rebuild from C57 Racing. Lewis Weiler there from the Austin area. So Chris Steenbrook with C57 tuning that boat. 502, that's just a bunch of junk parts from my dad's backyard thrown together to make a race ski. Sean Whitaker, now one more lap, will be with Charlie Bumpus. Yeah, we don't have Ingram on here today, so just a Saturday show for Craig. If someone has a picture of Craig taking the lead from Joey on the last straightaway yesterday, holding his hand in the air, I would love a copy of that, please. Joey getting that HX after Joey's had a menagerie of race skis. Started out on a 550, believe it or not, in the vintage class, and wasn't quite that popular at the time. The popular class of the time was a STX 15F stock. So what our course marshal boats actually are, Joey raced one of those skis for a long, long time. He won a national championship on it and finished second, I believe, in the world. He also had what's the Ultra 150, which we would know is Runabout 1200 NA stock. He won a national or world championship rather on that ski. Vintage Runabout is what it's called now. And then he got the bug and he joined Amateur Runabout Open at that time. It was a 1500. He was used to that hull, and they put a turbo charger on it. And he raced that ski in endurance and closed course. And then once that happened, he actually got back on a 550. Took a bit of a hiatus from racing for a year or two. Got back on a Sea-Doo SPX 800 and actually ran it in the open class. It was a highly modified ski. It was very quick, a lot like what Sean Cox rides. It's more or less the same thing. And then the opportunity of a lifetime came up where Joey had a chance at buying a Wave Blaster, multi-world championship winning Wave Blaster with a 1100 motor in it to run a class called Sport Open or Sport GP. That was a popular class for a number of years. Joey, a journeyman in that class, but no stranger to racing. And once that one dried up, called my buddy Curtis, and he had some HXs laying around that Joel Hill, that helped start this class with us 20 years ago, had, and bought that. They've rebuilt it, believe it or not, 2 or 3 times since he's owned it, just in 2 seasons. And they've got it to what you see out there with the help of Neptune Racing. And Joey takes that Moto win with Lewis Weiler in second. Sean not being able to catch Charlie Bumpus, so that's a 3rd place. Great job, Charlie, getting on the podium. Sean Whitaker there in 4th. Then our last rider out on the course is Shannon Watson. Yes, that Sea-Doo that Charlie's riding was out of a junkyard. The part, well, no, there's Pro Watercraft parts on it that are new, and Jet Tribe, and there are new parts on it, and yes, it's pretty. But, yes, it did come out of somebody's backyard. That's how vintage works, man. They can't all be brand new. Thank you, Sports Spec. All right. Ski ProAm GP, Ski Veteran GP, Ski Expert GP on the 11 out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, riding for Leisure Pools, Peak Power Sports. It's Ryan Poper. On the 37 out of Waco, Texas, riding for Jay Caldwell, Custom Pools, Deplorable Racing, Liquid Molly, Jet Trim, Jet Tribe, BP Concepts. It's the 37 of Tim Miller. On that bright green and yellow 85 out of Biloxi, Mississippi, riding for Performance Jet Ski and Cycle, HX Factory, Commander Industries, it's Jules Hopkins. On the 10J out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, riding for Leisure Pools, Peak Power Sports, it's Jeremy Poper. On the 12 out of Spicewood, Texas, Austin Jet Skier, it's Mike Myhills. On the 24 out of Mandeville, Louisiana, riding for Charles Ginchard Photography, Flame Joe Coffee, and IPD Graphics, hey Casey, it's Charles Ginchard. And on that 184 out of Fort Worth, Texas, riding for Partzilla, it's Scott Champion. Down the list on the 28, that's the bright green and white boat, or it's green and silver, like bright silver, speckled. Out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for TC Freeride, Bradley Chevrolet, 60 helmets, Zodiac grips, Tasco gloves, WLF Enduro, HydroTurf, Flow Vision Works Racing, Rhino Power, and Cervera Consulting, it's Lucas Cervera. Out of Lavernia, Texas, riding for Spectrum Watercraft, Pro Watercraft of Texas, it's Ty Katera. It's Ty on the 114. Next to him on the 186, very similar looking boat, out of the same house, same sponsors, it's Mason Katera on the 186. And rounding out your field out of Rockwall, Texas, it's another gray boat, y'all. OGO, Bell Helmets, 100% Raincroft Storage, it's Trevor Burns. Trevor skis a little louder than the rest, so it's easy to, it's loud. It's loud. I like it, though. I think Jeremy Poper can do this. Watch my man 10J. on the start, so that's gonna phase him. But that 37 went off like a rocket. Look at Trevor go on the outside. Here comes Ryan. But Trevor, big head of speed. Now he's going to have to deal with the horseshoe. Jules Hopkins, Lucas Cervera, Scotty Champion, Tim Miller, Jeremy Poper, Mike Myhills, Ty Katera, Charles Ginchard, Mason Katera, or Tanner. Ty's over there. Where you at? Ty's on the line. War on the water, folks. Is this it? How sad. Ryan Poper pouring on the speed in the backstretch. Trevor Burns, though, getting a good night's sleep. Good head of hair on Trevor, too. Ryan Poper on the outside split. Trevor on the outside split. They're making the smoother water work for him. Now that Ryan's got a bit away from him, he's got smooth water to deal with. Hopkins not a factor yet. Cervera now trying to catch up to Hopkins. Champion going to deal with Miller in this lap. Poper watching in front of him. He's going to have to get wide there for Tanner Katera coming up. Myhills now in between the Katera boys. Mike, actually the High Points champion in veterans last year, rode East Coast, West Coast, and at home. There's Charles Ginchard on that beautiful red Bullet. Bullet is a hull manufacturer out of California, Rusty Kawecki. Ryan Poper in the lead, but he is not running away from Trevor Burns. Trevor Burns putting together a great moto here today. Little bit of a pop there. He gathers it back up. He sees 85 coming behind him. So what's he going to do? It looks like he's going to get out the way. Yes, ma'am. Is that what they gave you? Thank you. So Hopkins now in front of Trevor. Trevor gathers it back up. Lets Luis Cervera go around him. Trevor's in a different class as those guys, so that's okay. Here comes Scotty Champion now. He's gotten away from Tim Miller, and Poper is now with Miller. Tanner Katera now getting some smooth water. And Myhills in the middle of that Katera sandwich there. They need to kick in the jets and catch up with Tanner. Here comes Charles. Cash. It will be extremely short. Extremely. Like it's 12:19. I want to be racing again by 1. And I don't mean on the line at 1. I mean racing it. Let's be on the line at 12:50. Trevor Burns now what he's doing is putting together a smart race. Got second off the start, following Ryan Poper, seeing how it's done. He never got really away from him, and as the water started getting rougher, riding behind Ryan, he had Jules Hopkins that's not in his, I don't know if they're combined or not, but basically let people you're not racing with go by you so your water can smooth up and you go faster. So like what I'm seeing out of Trevor today. We got a rider down in the middle. We got a rider down on the split. It looks like a Katera. He's back up. We got another yellow flag. It looks like there's a rider down on the back stretch. I can't really tell. Hopkins. Is it Cervera? They're so spread out. What is that grape-flavored fuel I'm smelling burning? Or grape-scented? There's Scotty Champions, not him. Miller and Poper. Whoever the rider is, they're still in the water, so I can't tell if it's Cervera or not. There goes Trevor Burns. Hear that 1500 hum. Here comes Katera. It may be Katera that's down out there. It's got to be because My Hills is back by himself. There's Ryan, your leader, taking the green flag. Not yet. There's Cervera. He's there with him, so I believe that battle is for position. Luke has got that Victor Sheldon wetsuit down by the waist, flapping in the wind. There's Jules Hopkins, third place in the Moto. He's in pro ski. He's a professional. Charles Ginchard, he's out riding. Two holders. Jules in second. Cervera fell then. Got you. Thank you, Gary. There's Tim Miller. So I believe he's in fourth. I think Scotty Champion is ahead of him. And Tim is actually fourth. Poper is fifth. Burns there in sixth. And all this is the order they're going across like we score them. It was Mason that was down. He's back underway. Good for see that. There's his brother Ty, the leader Ryan Poper, taking the white flag. So here it is. Cervera is My Hills. It's a lap. So Gary corrected me. Jules for the Moto is second. So this white flag is for him. Well, let's see. Here comes Scotty Champion, so we'll score him third. Unofficial. White flag is for him. Then we got Miller and Poper. So I think that's fourth and fifth. They'll take the white flag and just go around one more time. Charles taking that white flag. Then we got Trevor Burns coming around. This white flag will also be for him. I believe we've got him 6th. And then here's Ryan Poper, your leader. And Cervera, so we must have Cervera. He's going to take the checkered, so not quite sure where he is with Burns. But that's where I'd place him overall. And then we're right where we should be with Tanner Katera, followed by Mike Myhills, and then Mason. We got Charles Ginchard out there as well. I'm no psychic, but I bet you that's pretty close. Jules takes that checkered flag. Champion there. Dallas rider. Area rider. Texas rider. All right. That concludes Moto 1. We have to take a break to let our course marshals come in and replenish fuel and water and take a pause for the cause. Larry's about to come up here and talk to me, but I would love to see Moto 1 on the line at 12:50. It's doable. And then we will resume racing at 1 o'clock. So if you are going to the food trucks or going to the restroom area or whatever, and you see Mr. Courtney or Mr. Rob or Mr. Charlie headed, that is what we are waiting on, is those guys to get a bit of a break. Miss Shanti and the folks in the tower are going to come down and also take a short break. And Moto 1, 12:50 start time, and I will waiting on you.
Hi, my name is Reese Geis, and I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My name is Karis Webster, and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.